Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Auntie Kerry Kenton, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Auntie Kerry. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, Professor John Simons.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, Auntie Kerry, for your welcome to country, and especially for the Darug language. I think hearing the Darug language on this land reminds us that we are a public institution set on Indigenous land, and the resonance of that language tells us that we must have values which reflect that responsibility. Colleagues, guests, families, friends of our graduands, most importantly of all, the graduands themselves. It's my honour and pleasure to welcome you here today to this ceremony And I hope that this will be a very happy and a memorable occasion for all of you. And I'd just like to say that there are a couple of small children, babies here. We're a family. If the babies cry, if the small children decide to comment on the proceedings, as small children do, don't take them out. Please don't take them out. All family occasions are subject to children crying or small children making comments. We're used to it. We're a family. Today we celebrate the achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind, you need determination and perseverance, and you need to make sacrifices. You've all worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you've accomplished. And we at this university are just as proud of you, so congratulations to each and every one of you. And I especially want to welcome those of you who are sitting beside and behind our graduates as their invited guests. The fact that you've been invited today to share one of the greatest days of our graduates' lives is proof that you have been an important influence and supporter to them. So, invited guests, family and friends, congratulations and thank you very much for coming to celebrate this occasion with us. Now, you graduates here today may not realise it, but you're about to participate in what is one of Europe's oldest social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500, and look to see what social institutions are around, you'll find about 60 that are still around today. You'd find the Roman Catholic and the Orthodox churches, you'd find the Parliament of England, the Parliament of Iceland, and the Parliament of the Isle of Man. All the rest would be universities. There are about 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back for 500 years, and some are much older than that. And in every one of those 500 years, in every one of those 50 universities, graduates like you have been dressing up in clothes not unlike this and participating in ceremonies like this one. At Macquarie, of course, we're a relatively young university. We were founded in 1964, but we've come a long way. We now have 167,000 graduates living in more than 142 countries. We are a modern and outward-looking university. We're regarded as one of Australia's leading research universities and are continually trying to progress by extending our research, our course offerings and our facilities. We're looking forward, we're forward-looking. But some of the things that we value so much about Macquarie will not change, however much our buildings change, however much the way that we teach change. Above all, I hope that you agree with me that Macquarie is a friendly university, and students and visitors often notice and comment upon this, and we will never change this. And as part of that, I'd just like to remind you that you are always welcome at Macquarie. We will always be a leader in teaching and learning, and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. We will always be an ideal community of scholars of which you have been and will continue to be a part for the rest of your lives. And in a few minutes it will be my great honour to confer your degrees upon you and to welcome you as lifelong members of the community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. And if you take only one thing away from what I've said today, take this thing away. The people who founded this university did it for one reason only, and it's a reason which still persists. They did it for each of you to cross this stage. There was no other reason that this university was built except that each of you could have the moment you're going to have. So please carry that with you today and in the future. And it is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Lynn Donoghue. Lynn has 20 years of experience in the banking industry, specialising in financial markets and risks. She has enjoyed a wide variety of research and market roles spanning prudential supervision, reserves management, foreign exchange trading and client relationship at a number of institutions, including the Reserve Bank of Australia and JP Morgan. Since 2007, she's focused on risk management, both market and regulatory, at the National Australia Bank. In her current role, she is responsible for developing and embedding the risk framework for G20 OTC derivative regulations across Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Asia and the United States. Lynn has also worked as a consultant to the AFMA for their foreign exchange and risk management education modules and is a member of the Risk Managers Association of Australia. She actively supports collaboration between Macquarie University Applied Finance Centre and the NAB, mentoring female students in our master's program. Lynn has particular interests in risk culture, conduct, workplace diversity and leadership. And I now invite Lynn Donoghue to deliver the occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Donoghue.
Thank you very much, Vice-Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, graduates, family and friends, good evening. To the alumni of 2016, you've spent hundreds of hours attending classes, staying up way too late, working on assignments and studying for exams. You've sacrificed countless of fun times when you did not go out with your friends and family. All your hard work is now worth it. You are graduating. Congratulations. It's about 20 years since I was sitting where you are, in this very hall, about to receive my Master of Applied Finance degree from this very distinguished Centre of Learning. At that time, it would have been inconceivable for me to imagine that one day that I would be asked to deliver you this address. Over the last few years, I've had the pleasure of reconnecting with the faculty, so I was absolutely thrilled when Executive Dean Jamieson asked me to deliver this address. What an honour. And then it dawned on me, what on earth would I say to honour your academic achievement? So faced with this onerous responsibility, like all good students, I did some background research. Well, actually, I Googled great graduation speeches, hoping to find some inspiration, actually. Thankfully, J.K. Rowling came to help me set my expectations at a more realistic level. She liberated me from the fear, as she so eloquently put it, that somehow I might inadvertently deter you from a promising career. She hadn't remembered a single word of the day of her own graduation speech. And guess what? No, neither could I, from both of them. What a relief. So knowing that you're unlikely to recall any of this next week, I thought I'd share some personal stories that might challenge your thinking, or at least be a bit interesting. I've decided to keep it pretty simple and to share just 4 insights. Here they are. Take risks and you don't need a 5-year career plan. When I was in Year 12, my economics teacher suggested I apply to the Reserve Bank of Australia for a job. So I did. Now, you may not think that's not much of taking a risk, but I grew up in a very small country town in northern New South Wales. I didn't have a clue what the Reserve Bank did. And you have to remember this was the 1980s, before the global financial crisis, various bond meltdowns, and before 24-hour coverage of financial news. Anyway, the Reserve Bank offered me a role, so against my parents' advice, I dumped plans to go to Queensland University and head south to Sydney. Over the next 2 years, I worked full-time at the RBA, studying for my bachelor's degree on a part-time basis, before finally qualifying for a full-time scholarship from the RBA to study economics honours. In financial terms, the payoff for that risk was huge, and it gave me a wonderful start to my career. Several years later, I was offered a role in reserves management at the RBA, dealing foreign exchange. As a freshly minted Macquarie University alumni, I wasn't sure if this was a normal career path. Most other graduates wanted a role in economics policy department. So I spoke to a fellow graduate who had recently joined the same team. He said it was interesting and he was learning a lot, so I said yes. On my very first day in the dealing room, I helped intervene in the Australian dollar. Over the next 3 years, I watched firsthand the power of markets to overshoot macroeconomic fundamentals. It was a fascinating period which saw currency and interest rate markets go on a wild roller coaster ride. As you can imagine, this experience proved remarkably useful during the 2009 financial crisis when I was in market risk. Over the last 20 years, I've moved roles about 6 times. Each time has brought new challenges and new learnings. The regulatory compliance role I'm in now is by far my most challenging. It's a complex, rapidly changing and ambiguous environment. This is the new normal. I'm using all my experiences gained in every single one of my prior roles to help me succeed. My career path hasn't been a straight line. I've simply followed my interests and taken opportunities. I've found the road less travelled to be far more interesting. Sometimes I think a career is like a children's dot-to-dot puzzle. It's only at the end when you connect all the dots you know what you've drawn. Remember, your next job won't define your career. Just take the next step and see how it fits. At the very worst, you'll discover what you don't like. And you don't need a 5-year career plan. Number 2, failure, progress and high performance. Failure is a hot topic at the moment. What is failure? Is it the opposite of success? How do you progress? And why am I choosing to talk to you about failure today? You guys have done so well and succeeded. I'm hoping to open your mind to the multiplier effect of adopting a growth mindset. I see it as an essential development step that leads to high performance. Everyone makes mistakes occasionally, and it's what you learn from those mistakes, what you take forward, that matters the most. I'm not alone in this view. Pick up any entrepreneur's biography these days and you'll find one of their key messages is learning how to benefit from failure. Daniel Flynn, the co-founder of the Australian social enterprise known simply as Thank You, recently said, "We fear failing way too much. Things may not work out the first time, but what's important is that you keep trying, you keep moving forward and fast." Rather than recount some of my failures, of which there's been a fair few, I thought I'd share with you what happened to my performance when the focus shifted from negative to positive. At one point I was working in a dealing room. My team had been underperforming and we had been making errors. I began to focus more on preventing mistakes. It was all backward looking. The negative focus overshadowed my performance. It actually reduced my ability to focus on the next deal. It was easy to slip into the paralysing fear of double-checking everything. Our team was not doing well. Then we got a new team leader. He shifted our focus. We started looking forward, learning how to do things better. When an error was made, we looked at our processes to see what we could improve going forward. The change in our team's performance was profound. We started collaborating and supporting each other. We started hitting our budget targets and then exceeding them. It was the same job. It was essentially the same team. All that had changed was the leader and our focus. After that experience, I now bring a growth mindset to every team I'm part of. Remember, yes, it's important to learn from your failures, but it's more important to focus on the positives. There will always be something that worked well. Look for it. Use this knowledge to build your strengths, to get better. Focusing on positives drives high performance. Number 3, we're almost there. Be curious, ask questions. When I left the RBA to join an investment bank, I was about 4 months into my role, and I was wondering if I was really cut out for it. Everyone else had so much more experience, and there was this one guy who was particularly impressive. Feeling somewhat overwhelmed by the steep learning curve, I confided to my director, asking him, "Do you ever think I'll be able to be as good as this guy?" He laughed and looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Lynn, we don't want you to be like him. One of him is enough. We employed you because you're different." Ask questions, especially if you're not sure. My message here is be yourself. Your experience, your skills are unique. It's what allows you to be creative and to think differently. Your voice is unique and so are others. Most importantly, actively seek out and listen to other voices. Ask questions. You'll be surprised what and from whom you learn. 4, Banking and finance is about people. My chief risk officer said these words as he was recently retiring. At the time, I thought it was strange. After all, banking is about ROI, ROE, capital, credit models and VAR. Elizabeth? Surely. But I've come to agree with him. Every syndication deal, every investment, every hedging transaction relates back to people. Retirees earn income from dividends, asset managers stand in front of an individual superannuation account, and manufacturers and farmers either want to remove risk or grow their businesses. If you think about the underlying what, it's always about people. There's been a lot of media focus at the moment on bank culture. If you put the end customer at the centre of everything you do, then it's simple to remember that everything you do every day affects people. I applaud you for your efforts, your determinations, your sacrifices to achieve your degrees. You have now built a strong technical platform to build your career. To use a sporting analogy, your degree is the technical equivalent of having made the squad of players. To get picked in the starting lineup, you need to keep learning. You need to keep improving your skills. And to be captain, you definitely need to learn about people. Communication and emotional intelligence skills matter much more than you think currently. Keep learning and remember, people matter. Now, this hall is full of finance graduates, so I'm guessing at least some of you prefer to think in terms of models. So let's start by using an economic forecasting model as a proxy to what I've just said. When you first start to build a model, no one expects your current forecast of the 10-year bond rate will actually be the rate in 2026. It takes time to construct a time series. Sounds obvious, I know, but we tend to forget it. The more information you get, the more data points you get, you'll naturally adjust your forecasts. Sample size matters. There might be some data quality issues. There will be a few outlying results you choose to ignore. Correlation factors will change over time. Importantly, you need to know the underlying assumptions. They are called simplifying assumptions for a very good reason. Hopefully your error term won't be too big. And finally, you will only know how useful a model is in hindsight. Economics and finance are social sciences. There are few, if any, immutable laws as in physics and maths. At best, your model will only help your understanding. People are not rational, and we rarely make logical investment decisions. Most decisions are based on a bit of logic and a lot more emotion. Congratulations on your success. It's often the hard stuff, the struggles through which we navigate, that we hold out as our most important achievements. Be proud of what you've achieved today. Take the time to celebrate this milestone with your family and friends who have supported and encouraged you along the road. Most importantly, know that success is not measured by a single metric. If that is the only thing you remember, then I will have succeeded today. You get to decide what matters to you. You can make a difference. Strive to make that contribution. Your next challenge is to decide which bit of the puzzle to work on. I wish you an interesting and fulfilling career, and remember to have fun along the way. Thank you.
I'd like to congratulate and thank Ms Donoghue for giving her time to be with us tonight and playing that important role in today's celebration. I think that the experience and the advice that she shared with us ought to be very relevant to the careers that I guess many of you with the disciplines that we're representing here tonight are hoping to have and no doubt will have. So once again, thank you very much, Lynn. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees and diplomas on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. In fact, I think it's the greatest privilege that someone in my career, in my profession, can have to grant degrees. It's the most important thing we do. It's why we're here. And I want now to call on Jonathan Wiley, our Deputy Registrar, formally to certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor. I certify that all candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees and diplomas they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees and diplomas please now stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I admit each of you present and those of you who are absent to the degrees and the diplomas for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and indeed one of the largest in Australia. A broad range of programs in some of the most exciting and topical areas of business and economics are offered, which continue to be in high demand both domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded employment levels and starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. Research in the faculty is cutting edge and innovative, feeding into teaching to give students the best possible learning experience. The faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuarial studies, applied finance, economics, management and marketing. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I now call upon Professor Kevin Jamieson, the Interim Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Jamieson.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the Bachelor of Commerce, Bryce Robert Sullivan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, In Ni Kyung. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Ferdian Adi Dharma. Vahat Arkan. Saud SSHS Aldebab. Vladimir Alexov. Matthew Alessi. Shireen Sana Ali. Cameron Christopher Allen. Luke Daniel Alwan. Christabel Amankwa. Melissa Antonucci. Owa Aletsko Arafin. Thorin Arnodottir. Joshua Aro. Casey Kaiziao. Anita Ao Young. Harrison Luke Ivor Baker. Nathan Rodney Bale. Dean Batchelder. Kirsten Batongbakal. Simone Bedford. Arjun Bala. Umang Bala. Tegan Ivy Bithell. Andrew Philip Bodium. Andrew Brayshaw. Matthew John Bright. Matthew Brown. Naomi Hope Brown. Soraya Buckman. Rhys James Allen Byrne. Jonathan Jinteng Sai. George Campbell. Elise Kanzezian. Fung Fei Sao. Christina Caritas. Natalie Carter. Thomas Carvalho. Bridget Casey. James Castillo. Stephanie Castro. Edo Chatek. Marilyn Chakti. Jessica Hatmat Chai. Nicole Shamoon. Chong Chak Chan. Ching Lee Chan. Catherine Sarah Ka-Yi Chan. Kimberly Jade Chan. Kwok Hei Chan. Pak Hung Chan. Vanessa Maybell Chan. Divyanita Chand. Fuqiang Chen. Gong Chen. Ivan Yifeng Chen. Jia Chen. Jia Chen. Jinjing Chen. Lily Chen. Robing Chen. Xiaoyan Cheng. Yingzhu Chen. Tin Kit Cheng. Chao Lin Chia. Kanita Chitasi. Tree Shan Chu. Doyan Cho. Hewon Chue. Kian Kung Cheong. Jiyong Chua. Seongjong Chua. Chin Yin Cho. Yin Quan Chong. Hannah Collison. Hamish Saul Aloysius Conroy. Ashley Cook. Jake Coote. Mapaz Majel Corpus. Ryan Kuston. Stephanie Kuzik. Shihang Dai. Yan Dai. Philam Dung. Isabella David. Christopher James da Silva. Aaron Vincent de Tomaso. Oscar de Vries. Kirby Tikayana. Dipendra Dital. Adriana Di Giacomo. Anthony DiPizio. Carly Dib. Celine Dinant. Mitchell Dixon. Raquel DeMello. Daniel Doe. James Christopher Dolan. Patrick Donnelly. Hannah Doolan. Fiona Jane Dowling. Matthew Downing. Stella Marie Downs. Tan Tan Dong. Jialing Fan. Xinyu Hua. Jeremy Peter Lowe. Yujun Luo. Hui-Chin Si. Oh, sorry. Hui-Chin Si. Yi Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. Nadal Abdul Karim. Ritwika Adhikari. Kandoka Naziba Shifa Ahmed. Lisa Alaj. Aitida Aong. Ravi Chand Alta. Shaniz Azam. Ramathi Balakrishnan. Rongqing Bao. Michael William Barton. Lachlan Bell. Lisbeth Borospi. Doreen Shanaz Bamji. Adam Bowie. Michael Cardwell. Viviana Carrington. William Hamilton Carroll. Jason Chamas. Jason Diksam Chun. Wai Yin Chan. Wan Yi Chan. Yi Man Chan. Chen Yang Chen. Fu Chen Chen. Hao Chen. Ting Chen. Shu Chen. Carmen Chuk. Yewon Cho. Robin Chu. Hu Yu Chao. Vivian Jane Clark. Carolyn Rose Cremona. Ling Deng. Manoj Dao. Tikam Tu Duan. Timothy Francis Donaldson Perrott. Jackie Lee Draper. Shenying Du. Tianling Du. Yayi Duan. Yik Lao. Zhesheng Wu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Finance. Scott Jarrett Augustin. Jianling Bao. Augustinus Bianadama. Si Ching Chan. Bradley Dunn. Timothy Raymond Finlay. Adam Frederick Halmarick. Samuel Hamilton. David John Hegney. Jun Ming Ho. Tasneen Ashik Hussain. Sam Peter Kazakos. Robert Thomas Kerr. Minna Kim. Taeyeon Kim. Angeline Shetling Kong, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Chi-Ki Lee. Ji Hyun Lim. Peter Francis McGuinness. Scott Maxwell Mackenzie. Jennifer Nikiforos. Andrew David Matthew Payne. Manaka Chaminda Sirasena. Vivian Wei Sham Tam. Erin Tan. Christine Marie Tapa. Carl Belash Taikon. Leonidas Tratus. Juju Wang. Jing Wen. Le Yang. Yingyu Jessica Zhang. Xinping Zhao. Shirong Zhu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Ka-Wai Choi, for a thesis entitled The Role of Enforcement Strategy in Disclosure Regulations. Dr. Wei Hao Chu, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for a thesis entitled Novel Tools in Quantitative Risk Management. Dr. Haijie Weng for a thesis entitled Topics in Financial Risk Management and Fund Management. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes this evening's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I now call on Mr. Rodney Cross, a graduate with a Master of Research, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr. Cross.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, fellow graduates, friends and family. Well, we finally made it to the graduation day, a day which seemed an eternity away not so long ago. We're all here in recognition of our academic achievements and to be rewarded for our perseverance with the award of our degree or diploma. But as important as today may be for all of us, the conferring of a piece of paper is not what's important. What is important is that we use the education that we've gained in a way that demonstrates our understanding of the privilege we've been given and shows our acceptance of a responsibility to give some appropriate return. B.F. Skinner said, "Education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten." Education gives us the chance to think for ourselves, to analyse and to criticise, and to enlarge our understanding of the world around us. Education is a force for change at the level of both the individual and society. Education has given us each the power to choose our own path, and education offers us the opportunity to reflect and to realise our potential and to contribute to our community. We should aim to advance the ideal of a society which recognises the importance not only of competition, but also of equity, trust, cooperation, the bonds of community, and caring for others. In the words of Mariam Wright Edelman, education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and the world better than you found it. To ask 100 students what life at Macquarie University has meant to them is to receive 100 different answers. That is what university is about. It's dynamic, it's diverse, it fosters individual experience and community spirit, all at once. The common thread that links each graduate's unique perspective is that we leave here enriched by our Macquarie University experience. Macquarie's academic flexibility and diversity of choice gave us the opportunity to select the subjects that best fitted our needs and the future career, lives and goals. Throughout our degrees, we have been privileged to be taught by many great teachers, leaders in their chosen fields who constantly challenged our thinking and inspired us with their passion for their subject areas. As well, we have benefited from attending a university which celebrates diversity not only in its student population, but also within the academic staff. Graduation Day marks a time of change for us all, a significant transition. For some of us, it's the day that we say goodbye to the books forever, the exams, the long hours of study. For others, it's merely a step along the path to further academic studies. For us graduates, we have each been presented with a metaphoric key, the key to a vast network of future possibilities for us to discover. But today is also a time for celebration, a celebration for us all as we receive recognition for our hard work, our painstaking and brilliant achievements, a celebration for our families and friends, and some small reward for their support, encouragement, and at times endless patience, and a celebration for our lecturers and tutors who have helped immeasurably along the way. To paraphrase my Year 12 English teacher, and perhaps more famously Dr. Seuss, "Oh, the places we'll go." Well done, everyone, and all the best for the future.
Well, congratulations, Rodney, on that excellent speech, and thank you for those reflections on your study. The mission of this university is to be a university of service and engagement, and we try to live out the values of Edelman, who you quoted, and remember that to be a leader is also primarily to be a servant, and I think your words show that you've really internalised our values, so thank you, Rodney. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that performance was from Hedda Paisley. She is actually a member of staff at Macquarie. Everyone who works at Macquarie is extremely talented. You have to be talented to work here, but we don't all quite have Hedda's talents. So please join me in expressing our appreciation again. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our musician tonight, Dr. James Forsyth. And I'll just also acknowledge Dr. Saun Ung, who is our theorbist. And when you come down to the marquee after this, you'll see him playing his theorbo. So I'll leave that as a mystery for you. I'd also like to take the opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community. They give up hours of their time at this time of year and other times of year. We run nearly 50 graduation ceremonies at Macquarie now. and they help, they make sure you don't get lost, they make sure things run smoothly. So please let's acknowledge their contribution. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but I do hope that it is not the end of your association with us. From today on and for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, our alumni, and part of the network of 167,000 Macquarie alumni around the globe. We will keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office, and we hope that you will come back here and visit us to attend alumni events, to undertake more study, although maybe most of you don't feel like doing that now, but you might do another day, or simply to come and visit the campus again. The award of a university degree, as Rodney reminded us, carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourself, and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on your journey. And my hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the benefits of the communities of which you are part. And in everything you do throughout your lives, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope also that you will always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here today. So to acknowledge their contribution, to thank them for it, I want to ask you to do two things. Firstly, new graduates, please stand. And I want you to place your degree certificates on the seats behind you and turn round to face your family and friends, and now to give them the round of applause they deserve. Now, please turn round, don't sit down yet, haven't finished with you. On the platform behind me are representatives of the faculty, many of whom you will know quite well, I suppose, and they've supported you throughout your journey, so please do join me in thanking them. Please be seated. The official party will leave the courtyard, followed by the graduates, and as we do, Dr. Forsyth will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. It's an old-age Latin lyric, Gaudiamus igitur, which speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the same time, of the brevity of life, the inevitability of death, of city, state, and happiness. Gaudiamus igitur juvenes dum sumus. Let us therefore rejoice while we are young. And I have to say, I am actually sufficiently old to have heard students singing that quite seriously. But to the newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations. Every best wish from us for your future, which I know will be filled with success, with satisfaction, and most important, happiness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now leave the graduation hall through the centre aisle and will be followed by the graduates. We would then invite you to follow the academic procession and to join us for refreshment in the marquee by the lake. Please now stand and remain standing till the last of the graduates have processed out.